शुरू करो.
Should I stop? Okay. A delightful morning to all. Today is the day of celebration. Today is the day of introspecting. Today is the day of self-discovery. And my heart is filled with joy and happiness in sharing with you all that the foundation of this eventful day, Yogotsav 2022, was laid at Rock Garden this morning, which was presided over by Honorable Governor of Punjab and Administrator to Chandigarh, where yoga enthusiasts gathered and practiced common yoga protocol with full zeal and energy. As we all know, this is the part of the countdown program as a prelude to the 8th International Day of Yoga, an initiative by Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, to reach out to maximum number of people and spread its benefits. And it's an honor for Government College of Yoga Education and Health to organize this prodigious program in Chandigarh. Taking this dynamic day forward, we have now gathered here to unleash the technical sessions on the theme Yoga, Meditation, and Neuroscience, which will give the opportunity to the audience to absorb the knowledge disseminated by eminent scholars in the field of yoga. And for inaugurating the technical sessions of Yogotsav 2022, we feel honored to have Dr. Ishwar V. Basavaraddi, Director of prestigious Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga, New Delhi, who has joined us through digital mode. And we are really grateful to him for accepting our invite and sparing some time out of his really busy schedule. A very hearty welcome to you, sir. Although Dr. Basavaraddi needs no introduction, I feel privileged to acquaint our audience with his honorary work. Dr. Ishwar V. Basavaraddi is a renowned yoga scientist, a philosopher, and an eminent yoga master. He is recognized as one of the most extraordinary yoga educationists and experts of the country. Having more than 33 years of experience in yoga teaching, training therapy, and research, he has been instrumental in establishing advanced yoga therapy and research centers in premier medical institutions, yoga wellness centers, dispensaries, to name a few. Dr. Basavaraddi was one of the main architects of common yoga protocol and master of ceremony, delivering yoga instructions to more than 40,000 people, including Honorable Prime Minister of India at Rajpath, which went off creating 2 Guinness World Records. Several initiatives have been taken under the stewardship of Dr. Basavaraddi for the promotion and development of yoga in India and abroad. Now that I have given you a glimpse of his plethora of his accomplishments and achievements, it is indeed my pleasure to welcome Dr. Basavaraddi on behalf of Government College of Yoga Education and Health to enlighten us with his pearls of wisdom. Very hearty welcome to you, sir, and over to you.
Namaste.
Namaste, sir. Namaste. And on behalf of Chandigarh administration, entire Chandigarh administration and faculty, students of Government College of Yoga Education and Health, as well as part-time yoga instructors of Ayush department, I extend a very heartful welcome to you, sir. Thank you so much for sparing your time. I know it's your very, very busy schedule and you are traveling on way to some place. So my heartfelt gratitude for accepting the invitation and inaugurating the second technical session of the day. Thank you so much, sir.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Respected Principal Madam and all the faculty and officials of the Government Yoga Education and Health College, yoga enthusiasts and my brothers and sisters, my pranams to you all, Sadar Pranam. At the outset, it's my privilege to join this session for a short duration. As you know that I am traveling, it may not be convenient for you people to listen for a long time. However, I take this opportunity to congratulate respected principal madam and all the staff of the college for organizing this grand event at Rock Garden, one of the famous iconic place, in a very short notice. Just it's a 1 week, less than 1 week, and very befitting manner by inviting the honorable governor and many dignitaries were participated in the morning. I saw the this year we would like to emphasize on 5 important things. One is yoga is our culture. So from the ancient time, it is our culture. If you see the earlier, the rural India, there is no need to teach yoga to them. They are living the yogic life. But slowly days have changed. And slowly we have to remember our culture to the younger generation. Therefore, the ancient wisdom, yoga, Ayurveda, all our eye system, we are revamping them and bringing and emphasizing on the many cultural aspects because 70 much more than a concept for but as I mentioned, that also we have to emphasize. Apart from these 3 major, the culture, the well-being, and the spiritual domain, Honorable Prime Minister, sir, this time emphasize, and why don't you link it with the yoga tourism? So we have lot of tourism places, very iconic, very historical, and there is each iconic place has the history. That history depict our culture also. Therefore, we are emphasizing this year 100 days countdown with every day one organization, very good yoga organization, in one iconic place where thousands of people practicing yoga, very well managed event. So today is the we are crossed already more than 64 days, 63rd. So it was started on the 13th of March, inaugurated by Honorable Minister of Ayush, Sri Sarvanand Sonowalji. Now it has picked up. Now along with that, we have more than 84 central ministries and departments. So from 75th day, we have started this 75th day countdown in the historical Red Fort, where Honorable Lok Sabha Speaker Shri Om Birlaji was present along with many dignitaries. The message was clear. So we have to promote the various dimension aspects of yoga, take it to the mass. It should become a mass movement. That is the 5th dimension. That's why last year there was 15.67 crore people practice this common yoga protocol from home, from different social media platform. as per the survey conducted by Minister Paish. But this year, the group of ministers met 4 times as per the directions of the Honorable Prime Minister, sir. So we have decided to target 25, almost 1/6 of the total population. If you take up one family, at least one person is practicing yoga, it will become a mass public health initiative. Already it has. We have to cross the one after the other after 2 years of pandemic condition. In pandemic also, the yoga practitioners number has been increased. So that shows the popularity, and not only popularity but also efficacy in management of communicable disease, especially the during the pandemic, along with the medication. And now everybody is talking about yoga and yoga practices. This has increased our responsibility. What is the responsibility? Responsibility is to validated protocols, standard research, without getting our ancient wisdom. Because as a student of science, I'm seeing none of the teachings in ancient yoga text, classical text, are false. They not only remain at science, but they go beyond science. So that has to be put forward in the modern scientific languages. So what I found that the philosophical concepts, you have to see the science in it, then convert them into technology, then into the appliances, where appliances reach to the common people. So that's why our my institute under the Ministry of Ayush, we have developed several yoga protocol. One of this one was common yoga protocol with the consensus of many yoga gurus. And last year, more than 72 experts of yoga and modern medical sciences vetted this, and we brought in Yoga app with WHO, which was launched by none other than our Honorable Prime Minister during the last IDY. So like this, we come up with a yoga break app for the yoga at workplace. So several such type of protocol we brought in so that it becomes a mass. That means a common man can practice, can be integrated in all the medical systems, including Ayush. Already Ayush is there, but in medical system this year, more than 592 medical colleges, 72 PG departments are taking yoga, and all of them are practicing yoga for 15 days before IDY. That is the beginning to introduce yoga in the modern medical system. We are struggling for last more than 2 decades to introduce yoga, but we are crossing the barriers. That shows the acceptance of yoga, because I do know, madam, I also visited the PGI Chandigarh in 2010. In 2010, when I sit with 13 head of the departments, I was alone to defend yoga and lot of queries, questions, but we made 1.5 hour presentation. Of course, we are not able to satisfy, because so we cannot speak in their 100% in their medical language, their concepts. But however, so we able to convince them. There was a joint advanced center we established. Slowly the researches have taken place. It's a long way to go. What we would like to say is yoga is the need of the hour, and it should be properly understood, practiced, and researched. So once we create the standard researches, so this will take to the all parts of the community. So the fifth dimension is it should become a mass moment means it's only not the general public, the class people like medical professionals, IT professionals, management individuals. So we have a long planning for all these things to reach out 25 crore people. Not only practicing on that day, minimum we are teaching 1 month, 36 hours of training program. It's called Yoga Volunteer Training Program. For your information, if your college take up that, for every 100 teacher volunteers, we'll give 10,000 rupees for the instructors to encourage them. So like this, we are taking many initiatives. Last but not the least, in my own experience, if you want to change anything behavioral modification, it takes minimum 3 months, 12 weeks, as per the Shastra and also as per the psychological. So how this behavioral modification happens in yoga? The first one in yoga, according to the Shastra or the classical text, it's called a detoxification or Shodhana. Shodhana in Ayurveda also, in yoga also. Many people importance of Shodhana or detoxification. So I am the person who always, it's not only the Shatkarma or the Ghata Shuddhi, what we call in yoga, emotional and also psychological detoxification. There we develop the counseling methods and various aspects. So that is the beginning of the practice. Next, diet modification. Diet or the ahara plays an important role. Small modification. We are not confined to only calorie-based diet, what the modern medical science prescribe, but we wholesome diet pattern. Yoga, it's always go for the sattvika, but it is called the mitahara. Mitahara means snigdha, madhura, and chaturtansha vivarjita. You all know that you are yoga students. So last one is the how we prepared and how you eat, how you uh, share our food with our friends, family. All these things make the emotional tie up everything. It is the wholesome concept. So in the 21 days to 28 days program, what we develop, we are not only teaching asanas or pranayamas or something. We are teaching, integrating this one while teaching asana only. Because there are some technology, we have to not to tell, but you have to integrate them in the practice. So detoxification and diet modification. So we are doing it in a very technological way. This is the beginning. Then it is called Snayu Shuddhi. Asanas helps stretch our muscles, especially the spine and brain. So whole thing, all the asanas are developed. In Shastra, we call them as the Shat Chakra. Then in Chakra, we relate it to the all the endocrine glands and also the modern medical science. So then chakras are energy points and asanas are developed to how to block, overcome the blockages. So this is the technology and where we are not able to convince the modern sciences, but we experience that. Then comes the regulation of breathing leads to the prana. So that is the, when you control or regulate our breathing, it makes our lungs functions very good. Healthy lungs. Healthy lungs too leads to the healthy heart function. Healthy heart to the healthy Vegas nerve. Vegas to the prana, prana to the mind. This is the way how we relate this. Our yoga teachers has to understand this first, then practice it for a long time. And once they experience, make the model and teach them. This is the most important thing. So once you understand the connectivity between the not breathe, prana and mind, so that's why Patanjali says, Dharanasa eva manasa. Whatever I'm telling now in English, all sutras based this. So our mind automatically able to concentrate. Patanjali sutras are 100% scientific in nature. So whatever he said, it should be examined. Dharanasa eva manasa. once able to make him dharana, concentrate, the teacher role is over because dhyana happens. Dhyana cannot be taught. So prolonged concentration depends upon the nature of the individual. Dhyana happens. So when dhyana happens, it is sharing the experience. So continuous these things will enter into the various stages of vitarka, vichara, ananda, smita. And changing our entire nature. So that brings the lifestyle change we are talking about. So many researches have been conducted just for 5 days, 10 days. We change that, we change this. That's only for the publication, they remain. But real changes will occur minimum 28 days and continue for 3 months of practice as per my personal practice and also my experience with the research. Such type of thing in your college and in the PGI, you have to always bring them all the medical colleges. And earlier Hamara Sharmaji was there, your director Punjab was very, very enthusiastic. There's so many good things. So like this, yoga brings changes in our lives. I've given the small brief how yoga brings, and this should become the mass and the class people, allied people, what we are in the society. It's only less than 2% of our total population having graduation and post-graduation degrees. We have responsibilities because the rural population, entire population. So whatever the government spend on us to educate us, and we have to give it back to the nation by practicing it and also by converting it into the mass movement. With these few words, Chandigarh is always very dearer to me, and lot many friends, well-wishers are there, and I'm so happy. But unfortunately, today I'm traveling. I couldn't speak much, but I convey my message. With these few words, always there is a lot of coordination between Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga and your college. I saw it from 1980s. It was 1986 and 92. I was part of the syllabus and everything. Now it has grown up under your leadership. Many, many congratulations. Take it forward. Now, on last but not the least, this year, minimum 75 iconic places where 1,000, where Honorable Prime Minister Sir will be there. So 75 iconic places. Maybe there are garden. Today you are 1,000 on that day, minimum 7,500. We are linking it to the 75 everywhere, 75 iconic places in India, 75 iconic places in across the globe, and 75,000 people in the main event like this. That is the contribution of all the yoga practitioners, promoting it for the public health as part of our 75th independence, year of independence. With these few words, once again, I take this opportunity. Thank you, one and all. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you.
Ji, sir, thank you so much. Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom and sharing your personal experiences for behavior modification and all. Sir, you have taken so many initiatives being director of Morarji Desai Institute of Yoga, and one such dynamic initiative, that is 100 days countdown for 100 cities and 100 organizations. And we feel ourselves very fortunate to be part of this initiative, and this college, especially Government College of Yoga Education and Health of Chandigarh, we are privileged to be part of this initiative. So the next initiative which you are telling about, 75 iconic places, we would love to be part of that initiative also. Please give us an opportunity to do so. And I must congratulate you for this initiative. And I would like to apprise you that recently we have been official witness of Guinness World Record holding of largest online photo album of yoga poses. And day before yesterday, we were invited to Rashtrapati Bhavan for that honor. So this is one. And secondly, we successfully completed 75,000 crore Surya Namaskar project. So in this, 341 schools, institutions participated in this initiative, and we completed it very successfully. All the school students, college students, our public members, they participated very enthusiastically in this initiative. So with these words, I would once again thank you for sparing your precious time to be with us this morning, despite your travel plans and all. And this all reveals your sense of commitment, your sense of dedication, commitment to your duty, and your love for yoga. So thank you very much once again, and so much.
Thank you, madam. I take leave very much. All the best. Thank you.
Right, sir. Thank you.